doing the show anyway. If you're sore, you're injured, you're hurt, you're pretending that you're not and doing the show anyway. And so that was a really, really astonishing challenge. And I'm really proud of how we all handled it, not just me, but also my band and my crew and my amazing fellow performers on the stage. Like, every one of those people has to be at the top of their game and operating with that same mentality.
So did you stop yourself from doom scrolling?
Oh, I really am not much of a scroller at all. Like,
you're better than the rest of us.
Yeah, I don't have the apps on my phone, or else, because it's really effective, right? Like, they know what I want to see, and they're going to show it to me. So it's like, I'd rather just spend like those hours doing something else, or like planning something fun for the fans for the way we're going to put out this album, or baking, or like, I have a lot of hobbies. And I didn't really have as many hobbies when I spent a lot of time scrolling.
Really? So you replaced scrolling with hobbies?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's been so much fun, like, kind of mandating a different relationship with social media. Like, I can get sent things, and like, I'll see every once in a while, I'll see like your funny reels. Like, you're hilarious. You're great. You're a great follow. But yeah, like, I think that when there's so much of any type of opinion about me, it's like, don't put that in my brain. Like, anything you put is gonna like internalize. I'm just like, I have a real priority on being like peaceful and happy.
Yeah. And cancelling out
time,
noise.
But not over something. I'm not gonna like, have a messy, like, dramatic feeling about something that doesn't actually matter and isn't really real. Because there's a lot of like, we live in a moment of like a lot of rage baiting, and a lot of like, people like, getting attention has now been monetized. So you have to just know like what world we live in and kind of choose what reality you want to be in.
Yeah. Now, we have been loving the album. We've listened to many a tune. My personal favorite is Wishlist.
Oh, really?
It's a vibe. It's a straight up vibe. I was like,
a lot of shoulders.
I was doing the shoulders.
Yeah,
I was like,
a lot of that.
Oh, that makes me so happy. That was actually the last song that we finished on the record, and that was when I knew the record was done.
Really?
That was when I knew. I was like, we're good.
Guys.
We're good.
I love the line where you're like, just give me a best friend who's hot.
Yeah.
Do you think you've achieved that now with Travis?
100%. I mean, like, look what I got.
Oh my God, the ring!
Sorry, the ring is even bigger in real life.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Stunning.
You would love him. You would love him.
I have a question, actually. Does he have any hot gay friends? Yeah? Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll
I'm
sort
single.
it out.
Perfect.
I also have a lot of those as well.
In the UK?
Yes.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this feels offline. This feels like for maybe
it's an
later we
offline
just,
chat.
I get out my phone. But yeah, you would absolutely love him. He's a blast. He's just the most fun of any party, even when it's just us. So it's like, yeah, that is the goal, isn't it? Find a best friend who you think is hot.
Yeah. It's like amazing. What a combination.
Somebody who makes you laugh and is hot.
We have to say
that's
congratulations to you on the engagement.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
We spoke to Ed Sheeran, a few weeks back, and he told us he's constantly asked to perform at people's weddings. So, is he singing at your wedding?
Oh, I mean, it would be hard to keep him from it, I think.
He has that energy.
Because that's the thing is, he's like, I'm always being asked to sing at weddings. It's like, Ed, if there's a stage, you know that you'll be on it.
Exactly.
Like, he knows what people want, and he wants to give people what they want. That's the fun thing about our friendship is we both love performing and we love writing and we love singing. So it's like, we're like, oh, don't make me sing.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
as you wheel in your own piano.
As you're up there explaining to the house band, you're like, shake it off. It's 3 chords. We're starting here. We're going, but that's the thing is like, we love what we do. We love to get up on stage. It's actually not that hard to talk either of us into performing at anything. I saw him last weekend actually at a wedding of one of our best friends, and we were just talking about how much we love when he came out on stage with me at Wembley during the Eras tour.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about how when we're in a room and we're like rehearsing or writing or working together, there's really like a sort of strange like mind melt thing that happens between us two, and we've always had it. We always will. So he had a great wedding. Like what was it, like 8 years ago maybe? Yeah. In the forest. Just like a woods wedding.
Just everything you want, isn't it?
I think it was Time Magazine Person of the Year Big up. They said your lyrics give women and girls permission to know that their internal voice matters. And I think that's absolutely where your music comes from. And Opal Light is, I think, the song that we all need right now, because you're saying like, it's all right. And a lot of us need that. Is that your intention when you're writing, to like really hit that connection?
Thank you for saying that about that song. I'm so glad you like that one.
Oh, it's amazing. Because you say, when you know, you know.
That song was so much fun to write because it goes through all these situations where oftentimes in life when we go through something that doesn't work out, whether it's in our personal life or in our friendships or in our career path, we oftentimes look at it as this like major setback, like we've taken a step back. But actually I've found that so many of those instances in my life have, based on how you respond to it, can catapult you forward in growth, in wisdom, in perspective. And I think those are the things that I've tried to like find to be the most attainable qualities and the most aspirational qualities in growing up, is like, can you react to certain situations in a way that benefits you and the people around you, and essentially like acquire wisdom because of it. And so Opalite is a song about like kind of forgiving yourself for having gone through something that didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. And it's because it says, you know, like all of the perfect couples like would look at you and say like, when you know, and when you don't, you don't. And when you're not in that situation, when you don't know, you know that you don't know.
You know that you don't know.
And so it's like, it's giving yourself permission to like not have it all figured out, or not marry the first person you ever dated, you know, like stuff like that. Like I'm just happy that song exists. And also like that chorus, I'm really just stoked about how like absolutely infectious and borderline narcotic it is.
It is. That is exactly what it is.
Shocking melody.
So we're going to play the first single, The Fate of Ophelia. But before we do, can you please just give us headlines on what it's about?
I just have this fixation on Shakespeare characters that I fall in love with, and I can't stand to see them meet a tragic demise. I can't. I don't want that to be what happened to them, because I like, wait, are you talking about Ophelia's she died? What do you mean?
How dare you?
I was
do
really
that to Ophelia.
excited to see what happened with her and Hamlet. They seemed great. And I kind of going back to like the song Love Story, which I wrote when I was a teenager, I was just like, I can't watch Romeo and Juliet not work out. What do you mean they both die? They don't in my version of things. So it's just like you just turn the movie off before the bad ending. But this is a little bit like that, where The Fate of Ophelia talks about how, you know, Ophelia was driven mad by love, and
relatable.
It talks about, the hook says like, you know, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. So it's a love song. And it's also just got one of like the catchiest post hook kind of sections that I'm pretty proud of. So it's crazy to talk about this music. It's been a secret for over a year.
I can't believe we managed to get you on the show,
Yes,
Taylor.
amazing.
Thank you for inviting me.
And somehow we managed to not ask any questions about wood, which is
which is a whole other chapter.
I'm so disappointed that you didn't, honestly. Missed opportunity.
It's a whole other chapter,
That's
friends.
a podcast, I think.
Go listen to that right now. The Life of a Showgirl is out right now. It's Taylor Swift, everyone.
Yay.
Thanks, guys. Always like physically sore, but I had reached the point in the show where I could do it muscle memory.
Right.
So I needed something to wake my brain back up. I was like, I need something that like puts.
So you're writing an album. Just gonna write an album.
Honestly, yeah. Like it felt like I was so physically exhausted from the shows, but being mentally and sort of like emotionally stimulated by making this music got me to the point where like I was so excited to step back on stage, because I knew I had this little secret project I was working on.
Is there a standout lyric on? I mean, we've been privy to a few of the songs. They're incredible, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Is there a standout lyric in this entire album that you can think of instantly? You go, actually, that's where I am. That's what I'm most proud of. That's what I love. That's my messaging.
Weirdly, like there are lines that I think represent the way I write songs.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that I think represents like who I am as a person, because this is very much a song that's written in character. There's a song called Father Figure, where the first line of the second verse says, I pay the check before it kisses the mahogany grain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my favorite type of writing, right? Where you have to think about, wait, what do those words mean? Oh, somebody got the bill before it hit the table, but you say kisses the mahogany grain. I'm like, okay, that's my favorite type of stuff to write. But there are some lines in the song The Life of a Showgirl that are very much sort of like the manifesto of how I've had to operate within this industry. It's a song about meeting one of your sort of idols, and they, instead of being what you thought they would be, they warn you against following in their footsteps, because they just want to be honest with you about how hard this industry is, and you do it anyway. I think that's sort of like the manifesto of like how I approached this tour. There wasn't the option of, if I'm sick, I'm not going on stage. There wasn't an option of, I'm feeling terrible, I'm not doing the show tonight. And so every one of us on that tour operated from that standpoint of like, the crowd is your king.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the other way around.
We're going to play Fate of Ophelia now. It's a first play for us on Magic. What can you tell us about this song, and we'll play it?
I think that this song has some of like my favorite moments in it. Like, there's this post-hook section that goes, keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. And when we wrote that in studio, I was like, yes, this is why I do music. Like, the way I feel when this part of the song happens. But this is a song about feeling for a long time like you might have met a similar fate to Ophelia, who was driven mad over the years slowly by love. And instead she, you know, I kind of give her a little bit of we reference her fate, but you talk about sort of someone saving you from that fate, and like how euphoric that feels.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have flipped the spotlight onto Watch Hill, Rhode Island, in a way that only a global pop icon and a football superstar can. When the first whispers surfaced about their alleged wedding date at the historic Ocean House, the internet was set ablaze with speculation, memes, and wild theories about how two of the world's most watched figures could possibly pull off a secret celebration at one of America's most exclusive venues. The story isn't just about a simple wedding booking. It's about the domino effect triggered when Page Six revealed that another couple, apparently set on a June 13th, 2026 ceremony, quietly vacated their reservation, supposedly after a generous deal was struck. Suddenly, the Ocean House's calendar became a source of public obsession, as eagle-eyed fans noted a mysterious blackout from June 13th to June 18th. Was it a coincidence or the ultimate power move by a duo who know a thing or two about making headlines? Every detail of this unfolding saga seems plucked from the pages of a novel. Taylor's deep connection to Rhode Island is no secret to longtime fans, who remember her infamous 4th of July parties and her poetic Instagram tributes to the stormy Atlantic. To locals, her presence is almost mythic, so when rumors began swirling about a wedding at the Ocean House, it felt less like idle gossip and more like destiny. The venue itself is a character in its own right. Its stately silhouette, perched above sand and sea, has witnessed the passage of centuries. Since 1868, it's welcomed presidents, tycoons, and old Hollywood royalty, surviving storms and even demolition, only to be resurrected with painstaking attention to historic detail. Its halls are lined with restored woodwork and relics from another era, while its manicured lawns and private beach whisper of secret rendezvous and moonlit celebrations. For a couple who thrive on both spectacle and privacy, it makes perfect sense. Inside, the hotel offers a sanctuary of understated luxury, just 49 rooms and 20 suites, each with sweeping views and the kind of comfort that makes even the most famous faces feel at ease. The staff is practiced in discretion, the security impenetrable, and the guest list can be as star-studded or as intimate as the couple desires. Word among hospitality insiders is that the Ocean House is nearly impossible to book for ordinary mortals, but for Taylor and Travis, perhaps the rules bend just a bit. The element that truly sets this rumored event apart, though, is the choice of date. June 13th isn't just a day on the calendar, it's a talisman for Taylor Swift and her loyalists. The number 13 is woven into her public persona, from album drops to cryptic lyric clues, and to see her allegedly choose it for her wedding day feels like a wink to the fans who have followed her every move. It's almost as if the universe itself conspired to reserve the day for her, the stars aligning over Watch Hill for a moment that feels both inevitable and magical. Of course, with every new detail, the legend grows. Was the original couple really paid off to relinquish their date, or is that just another layer of myth spun by an internet eager for romance and drama? Sources close to Taylor are quick to defend her character, insisting she would never bulldoze someone else's milestone for her own. Yet the silence from her camp only adds to the sense of anticipation. In a world where every detail is usually dissected and shared, the lack of confirmation is almost more thrilling than a press release. What makes this story so irresistible is its blend of nostalgia, luxury, and modern celebrity. The Ocean House isn't just a building, it's a living memory, a place where history and hope intertwine. The idea of Taylor and Travis exchanging vows beneath its chandeliers, with the Atlantic crashing just beyond the windows, invites the imagination to run wild. Will there be a secret garden ceremony at dusk, or a midnight dance beneath the stars? Will the guest list read like a who's who of Hollywood and the NFL, or will it be a quiet affair attended only by those closest to their hearts? Even as the world waits for confirmation, the speculation is half the fun. Social media detectives analyze every movement, every shadow in the background of a Taylor Swift selfie, every cryptic post from Travis. The Ocean House staff, sworn to secrecy, only fans the flames by refusing to comment. Meanwhile, Watch Hill is transformed into a kind of real-life fairy tale, its quaint streets and historic facades buzzing with anticipation. Whether or not the wedding actually happens as rumored, the story itself is a testament to the enduring fascination with love, celebrity, and the places where the two intersect. As June 13, 2026 approaches, every eye will be fixed on the Rhode Island coast, waiting for a sign, a song, or perhaps just a single photograph to confirm that, once again, Taylor Swift has turned life into legend and invited the world along for the ride.